Monday night is not for Monday Night Raw on C2C. It's time for another edition of the ever elusive Immaculate Grid, going live right here and right now. I hate Mondays, and I'm glad that we have the Immaculate Grid to save us from the Monday woes alongside Big B, Brandon Herrera, and James Gonzalez. Yours truly, Callan McClurg, back with you here from the home studios in San Diego, getting another edition of the Immaculate Grid underway on this Monday evening, December 11th, 2023. As we move into another episode of the Immaculate Grid, again, folks, we will quickly remind you about the rules for our game here today. Again, the Grid is a free daily game courtesy of baseball and basketball, football, hockey, and soccer reference.com. The Grid is basically a 9-square grid, much like a tic-tac-toe board, with different categories ranging from players who played for two teams in their league, along with one player who achieved a record-breaking stat category with that said team, to Hall of Fame players who have won league awards during their career. We will, again, folks, be playing as many grids as possible over an hour-long stretch. And again, as a reminder here again, that each grid will come with 9 squares and 9 guesses. The grid is immaculate when all 9 squares are correctly filled without a answer being wrong, and it will be a bust if that grid is if a guess is incorrect and the grid cannot be completed in their 9 chances. We also grade each answer from Brandon and James and myself on a 3-point scale by the rarity of percentage points given to each answer, which is between 0 to 20.1% for 3 points, 20 to 50% for 2 points, and anything above 50 is 1 point. And after each round, we'll also look over some popular answers if there's been one category that we all have scuffled with during the course of the evening. We also have our random spinner back, and it is currently in motion to get our first grid of the night underway here today. And that first grid, guys, is going to bring us to where else but Major League Baseball to begin our grid here today. Brandon with the fist pump for the offseason. Good one. I think, though, guys, one of the things else, this is a great way, though, that we've been able to keep ourselves sane during this offseason. With that in mind, though, guys, here is our first grid of the evening. We are looking for a Boston Red Sox player who also played for the Blue Jays and Giants, and a pitcher who had 200-plus strikeouts in a single season on the mound. We also need a Astro who played for the Blue Jays and Giants and also had those 200-plus strikeouts, and a Milwaukee Brewer or Seattle Pilot, I should mention, who also played for the Blue Jays, Giants, and also had a 200-plus strikeout season in their career here tonight. With that, Mr. Herrera, we'll let you start off the night. Go for it, bud. Who you got?
All right. Blue Jay Brew Crew, Minnesota's own Paul Molitor.
Mm-hmm. The Hall of Famer, nonetheless, too. Paul Molitor. And that is going to give Brandon a 2-point start for today. Mr. Gonzalez, where would you like to start?
Okay, for the Colt 45s and the San Francisco Giants, Joe Morgan.
Ooh.
7%. Honestly, and I forgot to mention that this would have included the Colt 45s as well. I'm going to go Red Sox 200-plus Ks in a season, Roger Clemens.
Oh, you took that one.
And that's also in the 12% category, so that's 3 points there. Brandon, back over to you, buddy.
Oh, did he do it for the Brewers? Let's see, San Fran Brewers. I'm trying to think. Houston. Let's go. You know what? Let's go Nolan Ryan, Houston, and 2,000 Ks in a season.
Terrific guess. Might be the most popular, but hey, it works. No, 19%. So Brandon's on the board with a 3-pointer there. All right, James, back over to you.
Okay, Milwaukee and San Francisco, Ray Durham.
Wow.
Yeah, that is a wow indeed, for sure. Man. Oof. Okay. Okay, I'm going to ask you guys for your input. I'm thinking Brewer 200 plus K in a season. I am either going to I'm weighing Don Sutton or Ben Sheets.
Ooh.
I like Corbin Burns, but I don't know if he got to 200 this year or last year.
Oh, that's tough because I was thinking CC Sabathia.
Man.
Yeah. And that player just had to play one game with the franchise?
That is correct.
So, yeah, CC would be there because he played half of 08 with Milwaukee.
All right, so do we go with CC or do we defer to a different answer?
I like all three of those that you gave, Callan.
Man.
I would go CC, but I was thinking I don't know if he did it with the Brewers or if he did it with Cleveland.
You know what? We'll go with we'll go with it and see what happens. No. So he did not do it during his time with Milwaukee. All right, let's try and finish off the grid, though, guys. We have 3 more guesses at least, and then we can take a look at that stat category, though. But we'll go back to Mr. Herrera.
What the heck's his name? Corey Springer? Blue Jay.
George Springer.
Yeah.
For Houston and for the Blue Jays.
Yep.
All right, 46%.
Yeah, I figured it'd be up there.
Another 2-point answer, though. James.
David Wells for Boston and Toronto.
Ooh, that's a good one because I was going to use Clemens. But yeah, that's a good one.
That was taken.
5% again. Man, I am going to try to finish off the grid for Boston and San Francisco with... Trying to think. There's got to be somebody out there that I know of that played for these two teams.
Oh, think of a fat guy.
Oh, yeah. No. That is true. Yeah. Pablo Sandoval. Yeah.
Well,
not me. But
I want to check this category because I want to say AJ Pierzynski did.
I don't think he played for Boston, though.
I know. That's what I was hung on.
No, Rarity scores Rarity scored 270, 45%. On the scale for Kung Fu Panda being with the Giants and the Red Sox. However, though, let's look at the most popular answers, guys. James, you would have been right about Corbin Burns.
Yeah.
We got a lot of the popular answers. I would have had Pedro for that 200K for...
Yeah, Pedro was an obvious one, too. Clemens at 30%, Molitor...
Excuse me. Damn.
All right. Now, with that in mind, guys, let's. I'm going to read over that list of the 8 Milwaukee Brewer pitchers who had 200+ Ks in a single season in club history.
Okay.
Other than Corbin Burns, Ben Sheets was number 1, 264 Ks in the 2004 season. Corbin Burns last season. Teddy Higuera, 240 in 1987. Corbin Burns again, 2021. Brandon Woodruff, 2021. Freddie Peralta, 2023. Doug Davis, Giovanni Gallardo, 3 different times. Even Zach Greinke, 2011.
Not Jeff Suppan, though.
Oh, I forgot Greinke was there. I forgot Greinke was there. All right. How about Giants and Boston? Did Pierzynski play there?
Top guesses for Boston and the Giants.
Justin
Juan
Moore.
Marichal was the number 1 answer.
Damn it.
Carl Mays, Waite Hoyt, Bobo Newsom, and Reggie Smith were the top 5 guesses.
Wow.
And who were we looking for again?
AJ Pierzynski.
AJ Pierzynski.
I know he played for the White Sox. I can't.
Yes, he did. 04 and 2014.
Wow.
So he was a
and
2004 than played. Okay. Yeah, so in 04 he was with San Francisco. In 2014 he went to the Red Sox.
Yeah, because he got traded from. We traded him so we can get Joe Mauer in the bigs quicker. So,
And with that, guys, we'll step aside for our first break and be back with our next grid after this. All right, folks, we're going to head into our second grid here on the Immaculate Grid. And, guys, we are going over to the NBA for the second grid of the evening. We shall go to the NBA for our grid. All right, guys, we need a player who has played for the Mavericks, Pistons, and Cavaliers, and also one player who spent their whole career with Dallas with just one team in their career. Same goes for a son who played for the Pistons and Cavs and also played for just one team. And a Toronto Raptor who played for the Pistons, the Cavaliers, and also played for one team. I will start off this grid with a very easy answer. Dirk Nowitzki for the Dallas Mavericks. I know it's not the sexy answer. It's worth 1 point, but it doesn't really matter at the end of the day. Brandon, over to you.
Let's see. Who's the bottom team again?
Toronto.
Okay.
I know them not having the dinosaurs is a disgrace.
Yeah, I know. Oh man, I'm trying to think here. Pistons. Toronto. Where did Kyrie come from?
Oh, that's one.
Is it Toronto and Cleveland?
No. It'd be Cleveland and Dallas.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay, Cleveland, Dallas. Okay, I thought you were from Toronto. Okay, yeah. All right. Yep. There we go.
All right, 61%.
Yeah.
All right, James, over to you.
I think you're gonna like this one, Callan. Anthony Parker for Toronto and Cleveland.
Gee, I wonder why. Yeah, 4%. Okay, so I can screen grab this grid and send it off to a certain someone I know who's related to Anthony Parker and say, hey, your brother was on the grid. Let's see. Phoenix Sun who played for one team or a Raptor with one team. Man, this one.
You have to think of players that play now.
Raptors. I mean, like, man. Yeah, I mean, the only guess that comes to mind for the Suns would be Booker, sadly, because, like, none of the other greats really played for anyone. I mean, look at it, 94%.
Yeah, I was trying to think of somebody that's. I mean, that's one thing I wish they did is give us like a long shot answer on there.
Brandon, let's go for it.
Toronto with one team, one player.
His initials are PS. I know that.
Detroit, Phoenix. Detroit.
Oh, I thought I had one maybe for that Detroit Phoenix square, but I don't think it's right. I thought maybe of Richard or Joe Doomers, but I don't think that that one of them played for Detroit, sadly.
Mm-mm.
No.
I know Joe Doomers played for the Pistons.
Oh, no, that was a Sun. Because Sean Marion didn't play for Detroit.
Mm-mm.
Oh, I know there's a big guy. I know I'm missing a big guy for Detroit that played for
Toronto, Detroit.
I'm gonna have to pass on this one.
All right, James, can you help us out?
Okay, for the Suns and for the Cavaliers, Kevin Johnson.
KJ.
Oh, yeah.
In your face, Kevin Johnson. Oh my.
Yeah, 3%. And by the way, I should mention too that Kevin Johnson also drafted by the Oakland A's, by the way, when he was coming out of Cal Berkeley.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, he was a shortstop, I think, when he played for the Golden Bears back in the day. Okay, so all what's left on the grid, guys, is Dallas, Detroit, Phoenix, Detroit, Toronto, Detroit, and one Raptor who played his whole career for the Toronto Raptors. Not a lot comes to mind with Dallas. What was that, though, James?
It's your turn?
Yeah.
Okay. I can think of one Raptor that plays for them now. He's always in trade talks.
Pascal Siakam?
Yeah, that's the only one I could think of. Because Van Fleet left after last season. That would have been a good one.
Yeah, Pascal Siakam, 48%.
Then I have a couple, and then the other one is tough.
All right, Brandon, back to you, buddy.
God, Ben Wallace comes to mind for Detroit, but I don't think he played for any of those teams.
Dallas, though, did he?
No, he never played for any of those teams.
Or Rasheed Wallace, did he?
No.
Oh, okay. Yeah, JJ's a basketball guy.
Isaiah Thomas Jr. play for Detroit at all?
Who?
Isaiah Thomas Jr.
He played for Phoenix.
I know he played for
Detroit. No, he didn't play for Detroit. No. He didn't play for any of those. I'll let Brandon go.
I'm thinking. If you got somebody out there, go ahead, James.
Yeah. Mark Aguirre for Dallas and Detroit.
That's gonna be like a 0.4%.
15%.
Oh.
And then for the Suns and Pistons, Brandon Knight.
Oh.
That was a
good one.
DeAndre Jordan.
I just remember him tweeting from that barbershop, "Get me out of here."
No, that was Eric Bledsoe.
Oh, that was Eric Bledsoe. All right, can we complete the grid somehow with the Raptor who played for the Pistons?
I want to say,
where's Barber at when you need him?
Jerome Williams. Or Amir Johnson. I don't know. I'm like, I don't know if he played for the Pistons or not.
We'll go with Amir Johnson for the win.
All right.
And we got it. Let's go.
He did. From Compton. Yep.
Yeah, it's 289. Okay.
Jeez. Wow.
I wasn't sure
we
about
somehow
Amir
pulled
Johnson.
that one out of our ears.
Yeah.
Most popular answers, by the way. Dennis Flippin' Rodman.
Oh, that's right. At the end of the year.
T-Mac.
At the end of his career. Yep.
Shaq with Cleveland and Phoenix.
Oh, Grant Hill in the middle there.
But guys, look, we got the whole right column of only one team correct, though. Dirk, Booker, and Pascal Siakam.
How did I forget Grant Hill? I forgot he played for the Suns.
Oh yeah.
See, though, I think we all agree though that we're in agreement that we only remember like these guys when they play for like that one team.
Though.
Yeah, exactly. Like along the lines of what we were saying with, the whole, the hard, like Dirk and D Book and Pascal Siakam. Yep. But either way, the grid is complete. And here now is
1 for 2.
Break. One more commercial break.
Suzanne's Paparazzi Jewelry, 24/7 shopping available. 160920 is the code. Show her some love, like she showed us.
All right, that's more like it. 2 grids down, 1-1 on the evening so far here for the score for our Immaculate Grid tonight here. Nice to have everyone joining us here on this Monday night, getting you away from the Monday scares of the work week beginning. Again, Brandon Herrera and James Gonzalez and Callan McClurg back with you here. All right, guys, we'll get back to spinning the wheel for our next grid, going into grid 3 here tonight, or as many as we can play in a stretch of 1 hour of game time here. And guys, we're going to be heading over into the NFL for our next grid here this evening, here tonight. And with that, we'll put this grid on screen. All right, guys, we need a Dallas Cowboy who also played for Denver and Carolina, and a Cowboy receiver who racked up 5,000 receiving yards in their career. The player must have 5,000 receiving yards in their career when paired with a team, must have played at least one game with that team in their careers. We also need a Eagle who played for Denver and Carolina and racked up those 5,000 receiving yards in their career, and a Seattle Seahawk who also played for Denver, Carolina, and racked up those 5,000 receiving yards as well. With that in mind, James, we'll let you get this one started.
Okay, for Seattle and Carolina. Oh no! I don't know. Okay, never mind. No. For Carolina and Philadelphia, Rodney Peete.
Wow.
Rodney Peete for Denver and who again? Sorry about that.
No. For Philadelphia, Carolina.
Right in the middle square. Wow.
2%.
Yes, thank God.
Wow, James. I remember that too, but I would have struggled till you said that. Wow.
He was a backup everywhere he went.
Yep, I know he was.
All right. So I okay. Can someone refresh my memory? Was Jim Zorn a receiver in his playing day?
No, quarterback.
Okay. Thank you for that. So I didn't make a fool of myself because I don't watch much of the NFL. Goodness. I'm gonna go with the easy answer on this grid, Seahawk Bronco, and go with Russell Wilson. 43%. Okay. Brandon, go over to you.
I'm trying to think of some of Randall Cunningham's receivers because I know the obvious one is going to be T.O. there.
Well, no, I thought for a minute there that Randall Cunningham was a 2-time winning Super Bowl head coach.
It said somebody we don't want to talk about. Let's just go with the easy one. T.O. Eagles 5,000 receiving career yards.
Get your popcorn ready.
I love me some me.
24%. All right.
Wow. I figured he'd be up there more.
I would have even probably put him for Dallas, honestly, to be very frank.
Yeah. Well, there's other ones that could be for Dallas.
Seattle and Carolina, Greg Olsen.
That's a good one.
Yeah, over there. Oh, yeah, 68%.
Okay.
All right.
Oh, what a big swing and miss for James. I mean, that's high for him. I mean,
well, I mean, a lot of people are. I mean, Christy and Chris are saying go with DeMarcus Ware for the Broncos and Cowboys. So we'll take your advice and go for it. I mean, hey, this is a team effort after all.
Yep.
All right. With that in mind, Brandon, let's keep going, buddy. We're on a roll here.
Now, does the receiving have to be receivers or does it be tight ends? Does it specify?
As long as they have 5,000 receiving yards in their career.
How about oh God, what the hell is what was the big tight end in Dallas?
Jason Witten?
Jason Witten.
Yeah, Witten, yes.
Nice. 7%. Attaboy, Brandon. That's beautiful.
I had to pull my James out of that one.
All right, James. 3 spots to go. Eagles, Broncos, Panthers, Cowboys, and 1 Seattle receiver with 5,000 plus receiving yards in their career.
Okay, one of my favorite safeties of all time for Philadelphia and Denver, Brian Dawkins.
Ooh, that's a good one.
57%. James all of a sudden is beyond the 50% threshold here. What gives? Man. Okay. I'm thinking Seattle 5,000 receiving yards. Feel like
Jerry Rice.
I mean, Jerry Rice. Even though he's playing with. Yep. Yeah, 10%. Okay.
Steve Largent.
I figured he would. Yeah, Steve Largent would have been the other one, but I figured Rice was going to get you low because everybody's going to put him in for the Niners. Yeah,
Jason Barber agrees by saying it should have been, or we could have gone with Steve Largent.
Yeah, but that could have been a high one too. So,
all right, Brandon, we got 1 square left on this grid.
Yeah, Dallas and
I think Christy Wilson just gave us the answer to finish the grid.
What's that? What's he got? Let me think.
Keyshawn Johnson.
Throw him the damn ball.
Oh yeah.
Brandon, you want to go with that answer?
Yeah, let's go with it. We'll let Christy go with that one. I like that one. Because I was going to think of a quarterback.
That's a winner.
Yeah.
And you know what? I think it was a pretty small percentage. 5%.
Wow.
Nobody remembers him with the Carolina Panthers.
Yeah. Look at that. Four of our spots don't have pictures in there, or maybe it's just my feed. But
it's only football that does this.
Yeah, football and a few other ones are this way where they don't have like answers.
So Carolina and Dallas. Did Andy Dalton play for Carolina?
I believe he did.
Yeah,
yes, and that would have been on the grid. Michael Irving was the top guess for 5,000 receiving yards for Cowboys.
Playmaker.
Yeah, I figured he was.
One answer on that one for the Seahawks too.
Yeah.
Eagles, Harold Carmichael.
Well, and that's the thing. It's like, do you want the most popular, or do you want to go for the rarity and get the higher score? So I mean,
if I know, I go rarity.
Let's see what the top guesses were for Carolina and for the Cowboys. Nate Newton.
Really?
Vinny Testaverde. Steve Berline. Andy Dalton, Keyshawn Johnson. So we had the number 5 answer out of the top 5 on the grid for them.
I forgot Vinny played for Carolina.
But 24 Seahawk players who got that many receiving yards in their career. Top guess was Jerry Rice.
Yeah.
And then if there's one more I wanted to take a peek at, honestly, I think that might be it. Seattle players playing for Carolina, though, top 5 guesses, other than Greg Olsen, Eugene Robinson, John Cassay, who I believe was the kicker, Deion Grant, and Russell Okung were the top 5.
Go to Philly. Go to Philly and 5,000 receivers.
Harold Carmichael has to be there.
Let's take a look here. Top guess for the Eagles was Terrell Owens.
Chris Carter.
Oh, Carter would have been a good one. Yeah.
James Lofton was the number 2 receiver.
That's what I was thinking of earlier, yeah.
He was an Eagle?
Chris Carter was number 3.
Oh, he does catch touchdowns.
Yep.
Julio Jones.
Well, I forgot Julio played there.
Oh, yeah.
Irving Fryer.
Irving Fryer was one, too, I was thinking of.
Art Monk.
Oh, I forgot Art Monk played there. Wow.
And Deshaun Jackson would have been another honorable mention.
Yeah. I forgot Fryer even played there.
Oh, man. Well, hey, we got 2 grids right. One more commercial break.
K&A Custom Crafts on Facebook.
All right, guys, we'll move back over to our next grid over in Major League Baseball, guys. Now, we did not finish off the first one, sadly. But our new grid, though, guys, will be a Cub who played for the crosstown rival White Sox and played for the Royals, and a Cubs first-round draft pick. We also need picks of the Pirates and the hometown San Diego Padres, and a Pirate and a Padre who both played at one point in time for the Royals and for the Chicago White Sox. Just want to quickly get to some of the some other answers that we had here. Jason also said would have gone with Dalton for the Broncos or the Panthers and Cowboys.
Yep.
And Zach Ertz was also mentioned. Carmichael and Chris Carter mentioned by Jason as well. Tyler Lockett was also mentioned. So plenty of guesses around the board for that last one. With that in mind, Brandon, get us started here with this new baseball grid, my friend.
Okay, let's go. Let's go with the Cubbies first round pick because it was a big debate here in Minnesota. Kerry Wood,
the only guy who has had 20 Ks in a single game in his career.
Yep, it was either him or Joe Mauer they were going to take. 11%. Wow.
Yes, 11%. James, over to you.
You want the Padre ones?
Go for it, man. It doesn't matter.
Okay, Frenchie Cadero for Kansas City and San Diego.
Yep, 0.5%. What else is new? I'll take the Padres and White Sox and go Yasmani Grandal as opposed to Mike Clevenger.
Or James
4%.
Shields.
Thank you very much. All right, guys. We are all on the board with 3 points. Brandon, let's go back to you.
It would be an obvious pick, but I'm trying to think of his draft class.
Brandon, you can chew on that. Brandon, you can chew on that for a sec because I have the Padre first-round pick, and he's a World Series champion now, and he's a good fan, and he's a good friend of my family. That'd be one Mr. Matt Bush.
Really? Yes.
Okay, go ahead.
04?
Brandon, back to you.
Yep. Oh God, did Ron Coomer play for it? No, he did it.
I haven't heard that name in forever.
Well, I got another one too. Former Twin, but I can't remember if he played. If he went and played for the Royals. Gaetti played for the Cubs, but did he play for the Royals? I got two guys that I'm kind of contemplating on the Cub part. Pittsburgh got to go Barry Bonds, but I can't remember if he was a first-round pick.
Tim Hendricks is saying go with Kutch. He was a first-round pick of Pittsburgh.
All right, go ahead.
All right.
Go ahead with that one.
Andrew McCutcheon, first-round pick. Yes, 18%. All right, James, back over to you.
For the Windy City Square, Goose Gossage.
The Goose.
Wow.
Oh,
or
okay,
Rich,
hang on a
Rich
second.
Gossage.
Yeah, they would go by that, huh? Interesting.
Yeah. Oh.
0.5%.
And he's wearing a Yankees hat.
That's probably what's on his page for baseballreference.com.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
All right, so guys, we got 3 guesses left. We need a Cub who played for the Royals and a Pirate who played for the White Sox and the Royals to finish off our second Immaculate Grid of the evening.
That'd be third one, eh? Yeah. Second out of 3, yeah. No, it'd be third out of 4. Pirate,
Man.
White Sox.
I have one, but I'll wait.
Who are you thinking, James?
Okay, for Chicago and for the Royals, Eric Hosmer.
Yeah, that would be it.
Yep, that's a good one.
7%.
And then I'm thinking...
Right. All that's left here is Pittsburgh and the White Sox and Pittsburgh and the Royals.
Did Joe Randa play for the Pirates ever?
He did.
Okay, so did he play for the Royals as well?
Oh, actually, I like Tim. I'm going to go with Tim Hendricks' guess of Jason Kendall, the catcher who never wore batting gloves.
I like that.
I love it. I love it because it's a 8% answer. All right, Brandon, can you finish off this grid? White Sox and Pirates. Who would it be?
Crap.
I know, that's what I'm thinking.
Francisco Liriano, the left-hand pitcher for both teams.
Yes. Yeah, that works. Yeah, Francisco Liriano.
He was a White Sox?
Yep.
I didn't know.
I think White Sox traded for him from Pittsburgh, I think.
Bingo.
Wow. 59 points.
That is a very low rarity score. And by the way, that was a 5% answer. So we all scored 9 points in on this grid among everyone getting in the below 20% percentile.
Wow, that's probably the lowest.
Summary.
Wow.
No, Sammy Sosa was on the list. Yep. Chris Bryant, overall number 1 pick, or the number 1 pick. Yes, for the Cubs, Garrett Cole. Dave Winfield out of the University of Minnesota.
73.
The Padres.
Yeah.
James Shields, Eric Hosmer.
So Gwen must not have been a first-round pick? He had to have been.
I think he was, actually.
But maybe Sammy Sosa was who I was thinking over there. Kansas City and the Cubs. I want to know if Gary Gaetti did it.
Well, let's take a look and see. Cubs and Royals, right?
Yeah, Cubs and Royals.
All right. Let's see what the top guesses would be for this particular grid. All right, guys. Top 5 guesses who played for the Royals and the Cubs. Willie Wilson, Tom Gordon, Lindy McDaniel, I should say, Larry Gura, and Ben Zobrist. World Series hero of 2016.
Wait, he was a Royal? What?
And other notable names on this list: Bill Buckner.
Wow, that would have been a rare
Trevor
one.
Cahill, Aroldis Chapman, Wade Davis,
That's who I was thinking
David
of.
DeJesus, Jorge De La Rosa, Matt Duffy, Kyle Farnsworth, Gary Guilletti, or Guilletti was on the list there, Brandon.
Gary Gaety was. Okay, that would have been a low score.
So
That would
he
have been
played for the Royals between 93 and 95 and played for the Cubs between 98 and 99.
Yeah, I think that was his last year. Yeah, that would have been a big James games. I guess would have got me like .01 or something like that.
Notable Padre first round picks that are listed here. Best answer was Gary Templeton, drafted out of high school in 1974.
Really? Wow.
Dave Winfield, Gene Richards, Terry Kennedy, Phil Nevin, Adrian Gonzalez, Bip Roberts, Khalil Green, Manny Machado, Steve Garvey, Eric Hosmer, Mark Kotze, Dave Roberts, Trent Grisham, Kevin McReynolds, Yonder Alonso, Sean Burrows, Alan Wiggins, Cameron Maben, Hunter Renfroe, Corey Spangenberg, Greg Vaughn, still the Padres single-season home run record holder at 50 in his career. With that, guys, we'll take another commercial.
Wow.
Yeah, apparently Gwynn was not on that list, apparently.
Wow.
With that, though, we have to pay some bills real quick. We'll be right back in a moment. Trying to give as much love to our small business partners, especially now being nearly 12 days away from the Christmas holiday. Immaculate Grid still rolling on here for the next half hour. Callan McClurg, James Gonzalez, and Big B, Brandon Herrera joining us here this evening for another edition of the Immaculate Grid. With that, guys, we're heading back to the gridiron into football for our next grid of the evening. With that, guys, we need the following from you here for this grid. A Chief who played for the Falcons, Lions, and Texans. So it is straight up team for team on this grid. Chiefs, Falcons, Lions, Texans, Raiders, Falcons, Lions, Texans, and Saints, Falcons, Lions, and Texans. So it's only team for team here, guys. No stack category. So keep that in mind as this grid does go on. With that in mind, I will probably, I think I'll get this one started here real quick, though I, again, have very feeble knowledge of the American version of football. I will defer this, actually, to James Gonzalez.
Oh, okay. Philip Buchanan for Houston and Oakland.
All right, who are we looking for here? Let's see. Where's
Buchanan.
I don't know if I'm spelling his name wrong, probably, knowing my luck. Let's see here. This guy right here, right? Philip Buchanan? All right. 2%.
All right. Atlanta and Oakland, Marcus Mariota.
Yeah.
37% of guesses. Wow. Oh, man. Okay. Chiefs, Falcons, Chiefs, Lions, Chiefs, and Texans. And then New Orleans along with the Falcons, Lions, and Texans.
Ooh, that's going to be tough.
It's tougher for the host of this program who doesn't watch a lot of football, sadly.
The Hall of Fame tight end in the first upper left corner.
Yep.
Oh yeah. Okay. That literally just came into the old Speedy Gonzalez, Tony Gonzalez.
Loved him.
Nothing wrong with that. James, back over to you.
Okay. For the Chiefs and for Detroit, Johnny Morton. And that's a Johnny I-N-E.
Last name was what?
Morton, the first one.
11%. All right, Brandon, back over to you.
Oh God. Houston. No, he didn't play for Detroit. I'm going to have to pass on this one right now.
Okay, I think we have a few in the comic box that are kind of aiding me more than anything else. So I will use Jason's answer of the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu for Houston and for the Chiefs.
Okay.
Popular answer, but you know what? I'll take it because I don't watch a lot of football, as I said. James, back over to you.
I think of a Raider and a Lion. That's bugging the hell out of me.
I like J-Mac's answer for Atlanta and the Saints.
I do too.
Yeah, just go with that.
Yep.
Because he'd be the only guy to get fined for bringing out his damn cell phone. Great. Everyone's getting 2 points. Brandon, what do you got? Oh, Brandon actually dropped out, sadly. James,
I didn't even notice.
This is you and me for right now.
Yikes.
All right, James, back over to you.
Yeah. Saints and Lions.
Sorry,
I know
guys.
his last name is Williams. He just went from Detroit to New Orleans this offseason. It's a Williams. I forget his first name.
Oh, I know who you're thinking of.
Well, he's a running back. He likes anime and all that.
Trent Williams?
No. It's someone present right now.
Jamal Williams.
Yeah.
J-Mac got it. Jamal Williams.
Yeah. He's a good guy.
No, it's wrong.
No, that's not the right guy.
Oh.
What?
That wasn't the right guy.
Error on my part, I think,
Yeah,
sadly.
okay.
Or is he not just showing up for some reason? Yeah, some reason that answer was ruled incorrect. I don't know what happened here.
What is his first name? I forgot. But that's who I remembered.
Not sure, but the grid is busted regardless, sadly. But we still got 2 chances left, guys, to at least finish off on a good note. Brandon, who you got?
Quarterback. Let's see. Who are some?
We will, for sure, folks, though, take a review of the top guesses for New Orleans and Detroit, though, when the grid is over with here, though.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of some old quarterbacks. I got nobody. I mean, Lions, Raiders, I got nobody.
James, do you have maybe one more guess?
Oh, yeah. For the Raiders and Lions, this quarterback actually played receiver for Detroit in one game. Josh McCown.
Oh.
Duh.
11%, yet he's in a Jets uniform.
Yeah.
He bounced around a lot.
I think Brandon and I are like out of it here on this one.
Yeah.
Right?
It's not Williams for the Lions and the Saints, but I don't know who he is. And then
I don't know either. And
Reggie Bush for the Saints and Lions. Duh.
Oh, yeah, that's a good one.
23%.
Yep.
Duh.
Oh, that was a kick to the groin, sadly, on that grid. I hate to say it, but it was.
Yeah, that was tough.
I'm interested to see Saints and Texans, like offensive linemen or something.
Yeah, we'll take a grid. We'll take a look at the most popular answers, though, guys.
Brandon Cooks, Jamal Williams.
Okay, time out. Here's the thing, though.
Damn
we typed in Jamal Williams,
2-8.
and I guess I left out an A, so that is on me, sadly, for costing us the grid. Other answers, though, guys: Matt Castle, Matt Schaub.
Ew.
Matt Schaub for who? Ravens.
All right, I want to see some of these guys who played for the Saints and for the Lions. We'll take a look, though, at the Saints and the Texans in just a second. I want to see some of these notable names who played for New Orleans and for the Lions. Other than Reggie Bush, guys, Pat Swilling, Brett Perryman, I should say, Sean Rogers, and Adrian Peterson.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he finished. Yes. Yes. Oh, wow.
So
I
then
knew there was a
for the Saints and the Texans, top guesses would have been Mark Ingram,
Wow.
Brandon Cooks, Aaron Glenn, Tyrann Mathieu, and Keith Mitchell.
Okay.
The only quarterback we could have named was Jake Delhomme.
For Houston and Saints?
Yes.
He was a Texan? Maybe in 2002.
Yes, he was at
Texan.
one point.
Wow.
With that, guys, we'll step aside for another break and more to come after this.
Suzanne's Paparazzi Jewelry, 24/7 shopping available. 160920 is the code. Show her some love, like she showed us.
All right, 2 grids have been busted today, but we're still on a very good note here this evening, which is good. On another episode of the Immaculate Grid here this evening.
The Immaculate Grid here this evening at
some small technical difficulties there at this rate. And with that, guys, we're going to be moving back to another grid here in just a moment at this rate, once we get Brandon back online here at this rate. But again, folks, the Immaculate Grid is live here on the Coast to Coast Entertainment Network, coming your way with Big B, Brandon Herrera, James Gonzalez, and Callan McClurg here tonight on this Monday evening here on the game night here at this rate for C2C coverage here this evening as we get Brandon back online here at this rate. With that in mind, though, guys, we'll get ourselves back into the next grid and back to the NBA is for our next grid here this evening. And we're having a very similar grid, fellas, as that last grid. Team only here. A Warrior who played for the 76ers, Rockets, and Kings. A member of the Miami Heat who also played for Philadelphia, Houston, and Sacramento. And a Trailblazer who played for the Sixers, Rockets, and Kings. A quick, small disclaimer, but again, though, guys, will include the Kings' time in Kansas City, Omaha, Cincinnati, and Rochester. And this also includes the Rockets' time in San Diego, and also includes the Warriors' time in both Philadelphia and San Francisco, and when the Sixers were then dubbed the Syracuse Nationals back in the day. We will start, though, with James on this new grid.
Okay. For Miami and Sacramento, Hassan Whiteside.
I'm going to make sure I actually type this in correctly so that we don't butcher anything else here at this rate. James is barely in the 3% percentile.
Oh.
Let's see. I'm going to go. Let's see. Sixers, Warriors, Sixers and Heat, Sixers and the Blazers, Rockets, Kings. Man, team for team on the grid here for this one. Man, Warriors and Kings. Let's see here. I think Tim actually has a good one that I was kind of contemplating, but...
Did he pull it out?
I mean, he may have, but Mitch Richmond playing for the Kings.
Oh, he didn't go that way. Oh,
Run TMC.
Mm-hmm.
I'm surprised Tim did not pick out Chris Webber for Golden State.
Who knows?
Oh, yeah, he did.
Yeah, he got drafted by Golden State. Yeah.
Yep.
Clyde the Glide for Houston and Portland.
Mm-hmm.
Oops. Clyde Drexler. 38%. He's actually
that was good.
All right, James, back over to you.
Okay. For the 76ers and the Portland Trailblazers, Lionel Hollins.
2%. And here he's he's become like a big name in the coaching industry all of a sudden.
Did Allen Iverson play for the Trailblazers at one time?
No, but I do have an
Grizzlies.
answer for Golden State and for Philadelphia, though.
Go ahead.
He just recently retired. Andre Iguodala.
Yep.
39%. Okay. Brandon, 4 spots on the grid left, 4 guesses to go.
For the square in the middle, to give us a diagonal, Tracy McGrady.
He never played for Miami.
Are you sure? I thought he did.
I'm sure.
Okay. I thought he did. Okay. I'll go with you. Now I'm lost. Houston. No. Yeah, I'm going to have to pass it because I thought for sure McGrady did. Okay, I'll pass right now.
James.
Okay, for that center square, Juwan Howard.
Wow. I forgot he played for the Rockets.
2%. All right, 3 spots left, fellas. Golden State, San Diego / Houston, Miami, Philadelphia, Portland, Sacramento are the last 3 on this grid.
Ooh, okay.
I'm trying to think of Portland players who may have played for Sacramento.
I have one for that one. He looks like Eddie Winslow from Family Matters. He has a headband. He would thug everybody.
Damon Stoudemire?
No, big dude. Number 50. Power forward.
Eddie Winslow from Family Matters.
He looks like Eddie Winslow. He was with Memphis, the Clippers, the Knicks.
Oh, Zach Randolph.
Yeah.
Okay. He looks like Eddie Winslow. That's a good one. Yeah, he kind of does.
He kind of does. Brandon, 2 spots left.
76ers, Miami. Oh no, he went to Portland after he left here. I don't think it was Butler. Yeah, I'm stuck on the last 2. I don't know.
No, you're right. For Miami and 76ers, that would be Jimmy Butler.
Did Jimmy Butler go to 76? Okay, yeah.
Then he went to Miami.
Okay.
Oh, my goodness.
I love that. He trolled everybody at Media Day this year.
Oh, man, that is great. All right, James, finish the grid for us, buddy.
Oh.
Golden State and Houston or San Diego.
Mario Ellie. Kiss of Death.
2%. And the grid is immaculate again. Holy smokes. All right, let's see what we got here for the most popular guesses. Chris Paul, Golden State and Houston. Harrison Barnes, Golden State and Sacramento. Jason White, Chocolate Williams would have been the guess for the Heat and the Kings.
Oh, yeah.
I was thinking Portland and the Kings for him. Good thing I didn't say it.
So 69 players in their career have played for the Bay Area basketball clubs between the Warriors and the Kings. Top guesses would have been Jerry Lucas, Mitch Richmond, Chris Webber, Harrison Barnes, and DeMarcus Cousins.
Oh, yeah. Billy Owen.
5 guesses.
Wow.
Other notable names, Harrison Barnes, Matt Barnes, Kent Bazemore, Marco Bellinelli, Omir Caspi played for both teams. Vinny Del Negro played for both teams. Dante DiVincenzo went across the bay between 2022 and 2023. Who else do we have here that are notable names?
Show me Billy.
Carl Landry.
Wow. Haven't heard that name.
JaVale McGee. Mitch Richmond, Glenn Robinson the third.
Maybe? Is that for who?
Mike Bibby was not on the list. He did not play
No.
for both teams.
Just Sacramento. Was Billy Owens on that list, or am I tripping?
I believe I did see Billy Owens on that list.
He was traded for Mitch Richmond.
Run TMC, baby.
The end of it, yeah.
The very tail end of Run TMC, and was that kind of like near the beginning or ending of
the end of the Run TMC? They broke it up.
Or the We Believe Warriors era?
No, that was 94.
It was 94.
Yeah, no, We Believe was like 2006 or 2007.
Oh, all right, guys. We're going to move over to our next grid on the night, and that is going to take us back over to the NFL. And fellas, this is going to be a bit of a different grid. 2 teams or 4 teams. Ooh. And a Hall of Famer with a 1,000-yard rushing season is where we are at here at this rate. We need a Redskin or Commander who played for the Colts and Bears and had a 1,000-plus yard rushing season, a Jacksonville Jaguar who played for the Colts, Bears, and had a 1,000-yard rushing season, and a Pro Football Hall of Famer who has played for the Colts and Bears and had a 1,000-yard rushing season. I will start with the easy guess of a Hall of Famer with a 1,000-yard rushing season, Walter Sweetness.
My favorite.
With that in mind, we will go now to Brandon. Get us going, my friend.
God, I want to take the easy ones right away. Let's go Bears Hall of Famer Singletary.
Ooh, Iron Mike. Or Samurai Mike, I should say. Good guess, 9%. Well done. All right, James, over to you.
Okay, for God, what was his name? Okay, Gardner Minshew for the Colts and the Jags.
Oh wow,
59%. Ooh. Now I would have said Ron Rivera, but he didn't play for the Redskins. Sadly, he only played for the Bears, that I can recall. How about a Redskin with a 1,000-yard rushing season in Clinton Portis?
There you go.
Miss him.
33%. Okay, all right. Brandon, back over to you.
Jacksonville Jays 1,000-yard rushers. James Stewart.
I'm gonna say Fred Taylor.
Oh, Fred Taylor would have been good. That's gonna be the popular answer. James Stewart, I think.
Did he get over 1,000?
All right, let's go Fred Taylor. Let's go Fred Taylor.
28%. All right, James, back over to you.
Okay, Colts Hall of Famer. I don't want to go simple or easy, but
I know that's why I wanted to say the Colts Hall of Famer.
Eric Dickerson.
Ooh.
2%.
That's a travesty.
Okay, a Bear who played for Jacksonville, a Bear who played for the Commanders or Redskins, and then someone from the Redskins or Commanders who played for the Colts.
Ooh. Colts and Redskins. Did Wentz get in the game for the Redskins?
Yeah.
Or not
Last
the
year.
Redskins, but yeah.
62%.
Yeah.
All right, guys, 2 guesses left. Chicago, Washington, Chicago, Jacksonville.
Okay.
I can't think of the Bears receiver that played for Jacksonville.
Allen Robinson, the second.
Okay.
Go ahead, James.
Yeah. Allen Robinson. I think he was at Jacksonville at first. Yeah.
59%.
And then Washington, Chicago, the dude that was just traded, Sweat.
Ooh.
Montez Sweat, I want to say his name is. Oh, yes, it was. Okay.
Yes, that's a winner. Winner, chicken dinner. Let's go. All right, 313 on the rarity score, which is not too bad.
No.
At this rate. Let's see the most popular answers, though.
There he is.
Guys, we had the whole top row correct. Wentz, Sweat, and Clinton Portis.
Yeah, Manny was the obvious one.
Walter Payton could have been interchanged with Chicago as the
Yep.
Hall of Famer.
For Colts Hall of Fame, I was
though.
thinking Lenny Moore, but I'm not sure.
And
if
I
he
was
made the
actually
Hall of
thinking
Fame.
Maurice Jones-Drew as well, but his name never came to me. I was thinking of Deuce McAllister, but I know he played for the Saints.
Yeah.
MJD does a good job on NFL Network on Sundays.
By the way, 5 Jacksonville Jaguars have gotten over 1,000 yards in their career. ETN, James Robinson, Leonard Fournette, Maurice Jones-Drew, and Fred Taylor would have been the 5 best guesses.
Oh, good.
Oh, shit.
Good thing we would have broken with James Stewart.
Thankfully, we did not do that. And guys, we'll now go into the final grid of the evening here tonight, where we wrap up here for our Monday slate of programs here on C2C. And with that in mind, guys, we will go over and head and wrap up the night over again in the world of the NFL for the last grid of the evening here tonight. All right, guys, we're going to be back to a team, and stat category. We need a chief who played for the Bears and Ravens and also had 5,000 plus rushing yards in their career. Same goes for Falcons, Bears, Ravens, 5,000 plus rushing yards for their career. And a Packer who played for the arch rival Bears, Ravens, and had 5,000 plus rushing yards in their careers. Brandon, get the last grid started for the night, my friend. Who you got?
Oh, God. I got 2, but I know they played for one team, but not the other. Actually, let's go with the Bears, Falcons, Devin Hester.
There goes that man. You are ridiculous.
29%. Good start to the grid. All right, James, over to you.
Green Bay, Baltimore is Zadarius Smith. There he is.
57%. So James,
I got
the
a
most
good
popular answers, it seems like here. Let's see. Chicago, Kansas City, Chicago, Green Bay, Baltimore, KC, Chief with 5,000 plus yards. How about Jamal Charles for 5,000 rushing yards in their career?
Make sure you spell Jamal right.
Oh, the
I
same
made sure
way
this
as
time
Williams.
around that we did.
Yeah.
Chicago Bear, Green Bay Packer, Mr. Quarterback himself, Jim McMahon.
7%. That's quite a disgrace, honestly. It really.
Yeah, but
really
a lot
is.
of people don't remember him playing for the Packers, though.
Yeah,
I think he came to Minnesota for 1 year, then went to Green Bay.
And that's like him playing for the Chargers in '89 too. Like no one remembers.
Eagles, Vikings.
All right, James, go for it, buddy.
Green Bay rushing career, Jim Taylor.
Ooh.
5%. Let's see. Falcon with 5,000 plus rushing yards in their career.
Another Jamal.
The leader of the Dirty Birds.
J-Max going with Warren Dunn.
Work done.
Oh, that'd be a good one.
He did. That's for sure.
Jamal Anderson would have been
Warwick. Yeah.
Safe bet, 19%. Brandon, back to you. 3 spots left on the final grid of the night.
Yeah. I got 2 names that jump out at me. I don't. Did he play for after he went to the Vikings? Did he go to the Packers or Bears after? Jared Allen, but I can't remember if he went to the Bears after he left Minnesota.
I think he did.
I think he did too, and then I also got Deion Sanders for Falcons, Ravens.
That's one. Yeah. That would.
Let's go with that one. Let's go with Deion with
Prime
Falcons, Ravens.
33%.
Yeah.
I got one.
Okay.
Go for it, James. You're up.
All right, Kansas City and Baltimore. Elvis Gerback.
Wow.
6%.
And then
I'm gonna finish off the grid hopefully with Bears and Chiefs. Too bad it can't be Mahomes, because he should have been a freaking Bear if it wasn't for Trubisky, all that garbage. Comes down to the guy who doesn't watch or care about the NFL to finish off the grid, and it's Chicago and Kansas City.
His initials are KO. Quarterback.
Kyle Orton?
Yeah.
Really? He played for Kansas City?
Yeah. And Chicago.
I know he played.
And another grid is perfect, and that is a great way to end the night here on.
All right, you gotta look to see if Jared Allen played for the Bears.
Kyle Orton, 6%.
Get a haircut.
Give me a sec here just to finish up.
Kind of looks like Ted from Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure.
I was gonna say, exactly.
No, if Randy had a haircut.
So 66 players. 66 players have played their career for Chicago and Kansas City. Jared Allen, Brandon, would have been the number one guess.
All right, yeah. I can't remember if he played for them. Dang it. That's okay.
Byron
We got it. We cleared
was
it.
the number one answer for Chicago and Green Bay on the most popular grid.
That receiver, I was thinking of Byron Pringle, but I can't think of his name.
Cordero Patterson, Jimmy Graham, Orlando Brown Jr., Deion Sanders, and Zadarius Smith, Jamal Charles, Todd Gurley, Aaron Jones.
Okay.
But getting back to the top five for Chicago and KC, Jared Allen, Casey Wigman, Dave Krieg, Eddie Kennison, and Mike Brown.
That's who I was thinking of, Eddie Kennison. I just couldn't remember his name.
By the way, only 6 Green Bay Packers have got 5,000 yards in their career with Green Bay, per the list here. And the number one answer, the way though they list these out though is just weird how they do it, because they give you the full list. They don't give you like just by the team itself. Sadly,
yeah.
Because
it's for a career, ain't it? So.
Yeah, it's for their career, which gives them, or which puts you over the top there.
Paul Horning, Ahmad Green, Dorsey Levens.
Let's see real quick. 46 players who played for Baltimore and KC in their careers. Top 5 guesses were Terrell Suggs.
Wait, he played for Kansas City?
Wow.
Priest Holmes, Justin Houston, Kelly Gregg, and Dale Carter.
Oh, that's right. Priest started out with Baltimore and won a ring. Duh.
Priest Holmes played for the Chiefs from 01 to 07, then played with Baltimore from 97 to 2000.
Before that, yeah. I like my answer better anyway.
But anyway, guys, we got 8 grids in here on the evening, and I'm glad that we had some participation from Tim and Jason. But, guys, we need you on air. Yes. I know it helps me because I don't watch American football, but it'd be better if you were on air doing this with us. Anyway, though, James, any final thoughts for the night's show?
It's Manic Monday. I wish it was Sunday because that's my fun day.
I think we all agree. Mr. Herrera, closing thoughts.
No, it's great. I mean, this game show came as just an idea when we were done backstage. We started messing around and said, hey, let's do this as a game show. So hopefully this keeps taking off and getting views. And check out myself and Mr. Tim Hendricks tomorrow C2C Rankum at 9 Central.
And what will be discussed tomorrow?
Tomorrow we're going to do some categories on what if we had control of certain sports leagues and the WWE.
All right, we'll tune in for that bright and early, 7 a.m. Pacific time. In case you folks missed out on Press Row today, you can catch it, of course, on the C2C Facebook page and YouTube channel. And also, that Press Row is back Wednesday and Thursday afternoon at 3:30 Pacific, 5:30 Central, back here on C2C, again, covering all of the big sports headlines, but from the perspective of the sports business side and sports media side as well. But with that, though, we want to say thanks to Christy Wilson, Tim Hendricks, and Jason Barber. But again, guys, we need you on air to play this when we come back next Monday for the program. We can't do it on Sunday because I'll be at work on Sunday night. But join us again here, folks, again next Monday for the next edition of the Immaculate Grid back here on the Coast to Coast Entertainment Network, folks. So with that in mind, for James Gonzalez, for Brandon Herrera, for Christy Wilson, Tim Hendricks, and Jason Barber, yours truly, Callan McClurg, saying good night from San Diego. We'll see you back here again for our next program on Tuesday. Again, rank them tomorrow morning on Tuesday, 7 a.m. Pacific time. Then, of course, Between the Ropes to recap a busy week of pro wrestling coverage with Christy, Ace, and the whole cast and crew back here in the evening on Tuesday. Till then, folks, good night and bye-bye.